Good morning. So today we are going to start a new lesson. The lesson name is, that is chapter number 9. The name is Algebraic Expression and Identity. Now out of this we are going to see first about the expressions. What is actually expression? Now you have come in your lower classes, you have come across some of the equations like 2x plus 7 equal to 0, or say some another we can take, say 3x minus 11y minus 1 equal to 0. Many type of different equations you might have come across. These all are known as the algebraic expression. Now in algebraic expression, the index may be 1 or it may be 2. If 1 it is not written. If it is 2 it is written, then it may be 1, it may be 2, or it may be anything. So all the terms, now this single part is known as term. Okay, so addition or subtraction of n number of terms gives an expression. So understood what is called as expression? Yeah. Now next part is the term, factor and coefficient. Now term. If I write an algebraic expression, say 2x square plus 4x minus 8 equal to 0. Now this is an algebraic expression. Now what can be the factors? Now first we will see term. Now these individuals are called as terms. These individuals are called as terms. As I said, algebraic expression is nothing but either addition or subtraction of n number of terms. There is no limit. It can be one single term also. It can be 2, it can be 3, it can be 4, dash, 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 5, 6, 7, 8. N number of terms can be there which is being added in a single algebraic expression to form a single algebraic expression. Also it is not essential that the variable, these are called as variable. The variable should be only one. The variable can be also n number of variable in algebraic expression. Now depending on the variable, depending on the number of terms, the algebraic expressions are known by different names that we'll see later on. So here these individuals are known as the terms of the algebraic expression. Now second comes the factors, or before factor I will go for the coefficient. Now in here, in these terms I am underlining the number. This is 2, here it is 4, and this is the constant. So the number which is with any variable, a number which is with any variable having any index, they all are called coefficient. Means here 2 is the coefficient of x square, 4 is the coefficient of x. Got it clear? So here 2 and 4 are the coefficients of x square and x respectively. But here 8 is alone. It is not called the coefficient because there is nothing to say coefficient. Hence this is considered as a constant. Got it clear? Now these are the coefficients. Okay, you have understood. Now we'll go for the factors. Now as you know, the factors of 24, you can write it as 2 and 12. You can even write as 3 and say 1 and 24. These all are the factors. Okay, these all can be the factors, right? So this way we can find out the factors of the algebraic expression also. Now here, while taking the factors, there are 2-3 different methods we'll see later on. Here I will show you how the factors can be found out. Now you can see here 2 can be taken common from all these 3 terms. So if I take 2 as a common, then I will remain with x square plus 2x, because 2 2s are 4x, here 2x square, and minus, when 2 is taken common, we get 4 equal to 0. So this is also an algebraic expression and this is a constant. So these can be called as the factors of this algebraic expression. Also we can factorize these. But here the central term is different. That part we'll see in the identities. How these algebraic expression can be factorized based on identities. This is the identity part. So that we'll see later on. Got it clear? So these are known as the factors. Now third part is monomial, binomial, trinomial or polynomial. So when in algebraic expression, I will write AE. For any algebraic expression, if number of term is 1, T represents term, AE represents algebraic expression. In any algebraic expression, if the number of term is only 1, like say 7x, only one term. Okay, I will give you here separately. So only one term is there in the algebraic expression. The term it is known as, or I will say name of that algebraic expression. We can say it is monomial. It is monomial. And example of monomial we can write 7x. Only one single term. If number of terms are 2, then it is binomial. If the number of terms are 2, it is known as binomial. Now here we can write as 9x plus 5. 9x plus 5 can be a binomial. Third, if the number of terms are 3, it is known as trinomial. And we can write, say, one example, say 4x plus 2xy plus 7y. Here you can see 3 different terms are there. 3 terms, tri means 3, nomial means term. So it is known as trinomial. Bi means 2, nomial means terms. Mono means 1, meal, that is the shortcut of, see here, meal. So mo is 1, nomial is term. So 1 term, 2 term, 3 term, monomial, binomial and trinomial. But if the number of terms are say 4 or more, then commonly it is called as polynomial. Now here poly means many. Poly means many, more than 1. Even the binomial, trinomial can be called as polynomial. Got it clear? So Polynomial, poly means many, nomial means term, so polynomial. The example we can write as 3x square plus 4xy plus 6y square plus 18. There may be more than that terms also. Got it clear? So this way, if the number of terms are more than 3 and we don't know how much, they all will be called as polynomial. Or simply to say, the algebraic expression in which we have 2 or more than 2 terms are polynomial. The algebraic expression with only 2 terms is specially called as binomial. Algebraic expression with only 3 terms is called as trinomial, specially called as trinomial. But algebraic expression with 4 or more than 4 is commonly called as polynomial. There are no separate name for the term 4 term algebraic expressions. Got it clear? So remember, you have to remember this. This is very important part. Now, like and unlike terms. Suppose there are two polynomials, say 7x plus 5, and some another term is there, say 5x minus 11. Now these are the different terms, but here you can see 7x. Here also the x is there. Here the coefficient may be differing, but as here the variable is the same, we can say these two are the like terms. These two are the like terms, and this is obviously constant, no variable. So this is also a like, a pair of like terms. If this is the situation, we can add or subtract it very directly. For example, 7x plus 5, if I take in one bracket, plus 5x minus 11 in another bracket, then we can write it as, opening the brackets, 7x plus 5x plus 5 minus 11. The result will be 7 plus 5 is 12x plus, no, it will be minus. Why? Because 11 is greater, 11 minus 5, 6, and the sign of greater one, that is minus. Got it clear? Now here you can take 2 common also. So, or maybe 6 common you can take. So you will get 2x minus 1. So these can be called as the factor of this addition. Even you can subtract this. See here how to subtract. If it is 7x plus 5 minus 5x minus 11, then we can write it as 7x minus 5x plus 5x minus minus plus 11. So what we get? We get 2x from this, and from this we get plus 16. Now here you can take again 2 common, so x plus a. See, you can find out the factor also of that polynomial. Got it? Or sorry, the subtraction of the polynomial or binomial. Got it clear? Or algebraic expression. These are commonly known as algebraic expression. So the sum of the two, for making sum or difference of the two algebraic expression, we need to see the common terms. This is very important, to search the common terms. And in the part addition and subtraction of algebraic expression, we are going to see this, because for doing this addition and subtraction of algebraic expression, we have to search the like and unlike terms. The like terms only can be added or subtracted. The unlike term cannot be added nor can be subtracted. For example, if here is suppose one y is there and here suppose one xy is there, then these are the unlike terms. These term is not like to anyone and this term is not like to any of these three terms also. So the result will be what? After this addition, we can write directly here. If this is the addition, it is y minus x y, and here plus y minus x y, because you cannot take anything common. Yes, here you can take y common, so here you can write it as y 1 minus x. So this way you can find the factors individually of two terms. If it is subtraction, then say here plus y and here minus xy. Okay, here plus y and here minus xy. So what you will get here? I will write here plus y plus xy, because minus minus becomes xy. Okay, so now you can add here plus y plus xy and then plus y into 1 plus x. You can get the factors also. Got it clear? So these are all the algebraic expression and addition and subtraction. So remember that in the addition and subtraction of algebraic expression, the importance is to trace out like and unlike terms, because addition can be done only in the like terms. Addition and subtraction both can be done only between two like terms only, not the unlike terms. The unlike terms, it has to be kept as it is. See here, these are being kept separately as it is, and then from this pair we can take something common that is different. Got it clear? So remember this. Now on these all bases we are going to solve exercise 9.1. Some examples I am going to solve here from 9.1. The remaining you will solve at home. The first one in 9.1, identify the terms, their coefficients for each of the following expressions. So identify the terms. For example, I will take the first one. First, in that first one, the first expression, algebraic expression is 5 x y z square minus 3 z y. Now identify the terms. So here I will write as answer terms. The terms are 5 x y z square, and with this minus sign I will take 3z y. These are the terms in this algebraic expression. Next is their coefficients for each of the following expressions. Now coefficients, so coefficients. The coefficients for first one is just 5, and for the second one it is minus 3. For second one the coefficient is minus 3. So you can give the answer in this manner. One more example, say fifth one. The given expression is x upon 2 plus y upon 2 minus xy. Now this is the given expression. Here how many terms are there? 1, 2 and 3. So the terms are x upon 2 comma y upon 2 and minus x y. I will take the minus sign with it. Okay. Now coefficients. The coefficient for first one is 1 upon 2, because if I write it separately, it can be written as 1 by 2x plus 1 by 2y. It can be written this way, and minus xy. So obviously 1 by 2 is the coefficient of x, 1 by 2 is also the coefficient of y. And here you have x and y, so no coefficient. The coefficient will be 1, because no means you cannot write 0 as coefficient, because 0 multiplied by anything is 0. So remember, here the coefficient is 1 by 2. In the second term it is again 1 by 2, and in the third term the coefficient is minus 1. In the third term the coefficient is minus 1. Got it clear? So this way we have to understand, we have to see the like terms, and then we can go for the addition and subtraction. Classify the following polynomials. The second one as monomial, binomial, trinomials. Which polynomials do not fit in any of these three categories? So there are some algebraic expressions given to you in the second one, and you have to identify whether it is monomial, binomial, trinomial or polynomial. Okay, so second one, x plus y is the first term, then 1000 only, then x plus x square plus x cube plus x to the power 4 comma 7 plus y plus 5x comma 2y minus 3y square comma 2y minus 3y square plus 4y cube. Now there are few more. I am not going to see that. Now here, picking up one by one, we can write what type of polynomial it is, or what type of algebraic expression it is. So first one is x plus y. We can write it as binomial. Why binomial? Because two terms are there, x and y are two different terms. 1000, it will be monomial. Then x plus x square plus x cube plus x to power 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4 terms are there. Do they have any separate name? No. The commonly they are called as polynomial. polynomial. Next is 7 plus y plus 5x. 1, 2 and 3 terms again. So trinomial. Or even you can write polynomial. Even this binomial can be written as polynomial. But as the names are separate, we mostly called by the separate names for those three only: monomial, binomial and trinomial. Otherwise, terms, not single term, this is monomial only. We cannot say polynomial. But 2 terms, 3 terms, 4 terms, 4 terms, 3 terms, they all can be called as polynomials. Next is 2y plus 3y square. Only 2 terms are there, again binomial. And last one is 2y plus 3y square plus 4y square, y cube. Again it is. Now see here, there are no like terms. Why? Because here x index is 1, here 2 is the index, here 3 is the index, so no like term. So we can write it as trinomial. Got it clear? So these are the few examples that we have discussed from the second one. In the third one, it is addition, add the following, and then the subtraction. In the third part is add the following. Now here we have to see the like terms, and while adding, your like term should come one after the other. So third one, add the following algebraic expression. Add the following algebraic expression. Now, if under this title there are some algebraic expressions being given to you, you have to see that and see the common or the like terms, and accordingly you have to add them. Now, I will take one example. Say first one only. First one. The three terms are given here. I will write those three. AB minus BC, comma. Then comes BC minus CA. BC minus CA, comma. CA minus AB. CA minus AB. Got clear? Now here, these three algebraic expressions are there. We have to see the common terms. Now see, this is the common term. Then CA and CA, again the common term. AB and AB, the common term. So while putting these in terms of addition, so we'll write this as in bracket AB. First we'll write express it in the addition way. AB minus BC plus BC minus CA plus CA minus AB. Now we have written it. Now what we have to do is, we have to arrange it. For adding, we arrange in the vertical way. That way we can do it equal to AB minus BC. Then BC minus CA, here BC is there, these are the common terms as I showed. So I can write here plus BC minus CA. Now here there is no term, so you can write here at plus or minus anything 0 0. Here also no term is there in the second one, so you can write 0 0 plus this. Got it? If you don't write 0, still it works, no problem. Plus, in the third one, CA minus AB. Now CA is here, so I will write plus CA because plus sign is there, and minus AB. So here I will write minus AB. Under AB only my minus AB. Now BC is not there, so I can write it 0 0. Now adding these three, what we get? Now see here 0 minus CA plus CA gets cancelled. Opposite signs. Minus BC plus BC again gets cancelled. Opposite signs. AB minus AB again opposite terms get cancelled. So what we get? 0 plus 0 plus 0 equal to 0. So the sum of these three algebraic terms is 0. One more example I will see. I will show you. This is very easy. You can easily do the exercise in maximum half hour. No one will need more than half hour to solve this complete exercise. Yeah. Third one I will take. The given term is, or the terms are 2p square q square minus 3pq plus 4. Second expression is 5 plus 7pq minus 3 p square q square. Okay. Now, as we are going to add, now here p square q square, here also p square q square. So these are the like terms. Don't see the signs, just see the variables. Okay, here pq, here also pq, so these are again the like terms, and obviously these are the constants, so they are also like terms. But here it is in the opposite series. Here this is this way and this way, so we can change the sequence of the terms while addition. So for addition, what we have to show here, 2p square q square minus 3pq plus 4 plus. Now see here, this square is having my negative sign, so I will write minus 3p square q square. Then pq. Here pq is 7pq, so plus 7pq, and then lastly plus 5. Now when we add this, here the signs are different. 3 is greater than 2, so I will write it as minus p square q square, because 3 minus 2 is 1, and this minus sign, and 1 is never written in the coefficient. If when coefficient is not there, it has to be assumed 1. Then second one, 7 minus 3 is 4. 7 is having plus sign, so 4 p q. And last, both are addition, both are sum, so plus 5 plus 4 9. So this is nothing but the sum or addition of the given algebraic expression. And one example of subtraction I will take, that is C1. A and B you have to do in the fourth quarter. Subtract the following algebraic expression. This is the fourth one. Sorry, I should write here fourth. Subtract the following algebraic expression. Okay. Now in this, the third one, that is C. Two expressions are being given. They are the polynomials. They are the big polynomial. I will write it here in bracket 4 p square q minus 3 pq plus 5 pq square minus 8p plus 7q minus 8p plus 7q minus 10 from this has to be subtracted from the second expression is 18 minus 3p minus 11q plus 5 pq minus 2pq square and plus 5 p square. Now I have to subtract the first from the second. When it is these from these, means these minus that. So my answer starts here. I will write this in the same format so that it will be easy for subtraction. So, or I will write this as it is and then subtract this one from the anyway you can go. So I will write first this in the standard form. So it will be 5p square q. The first term is the same here, like term. Then now this and these are like terms. These and these are the like terms. These and these are like terms. These and these are the like terms. Then these and these are the like terms. These we can mark it out so that the mistakes will not be done. Now here second one is plain one. So this, so plus 5 p q. There is double line minus 2 p q square. Then minus 3p. Then plus 7q. Yes, 7q. Here it is minus 11q. And last one will be the constant plus 80. Now I have written this in the standard required form to do the subtraction. And directly we can subtract 4p square q minus 3pq plus 5pq square minus 8p plus 7q minus 10. Okay. Now when this is subtracted, obviously minus plus becomes minus. So these will have minus sign. These will have plus, minus, plus, minus, plus. Now we have to consider these below sign. 4 minus 5 minus 4 is 1. So I will get p square q. Then 5 plus 3 is 8 plus 8 p q. Minus 2 minus 5. 2 and 5 is 7. So minus 7 p q square. Then here plus it is and here minus. 8 minus 3 is 5 and the sign of bigger one. So 5p. Okay. And then minus and minus both minus. So it will be added. 11 plus 7 is 18 but sign is minus. So 18q. And here both are plus. So plus 20. So this is the answer for the C1. The addition or the subtraction of these two is given by these expressions. Got it clear? So this way you can do the subtraction also by the vertical method. Understood? So do complete exercise 9.1. It is the homework for today. You should complete it today only. It is very easy. It will take merely 30 to 40 or maximum 50 minutes to complete. Okay, see you then. Thank you. Meet again in the next video. Thank you.